All right, this is the next one. I have to check. It's supposedly smoking when you start it up. Exhaust comes out there. And this dual exhaust or single. Something about the rust. It's got the normal rust, but it failed inspection. And I think he said something about the frame. Oh, okay. Yeah. When I first looked under it, I thought he said under the bed, which was basically just the bed, cross members. His side looks okay. Not too bad. That's probably just some valve seals. Seems to run pretty smooth. Coolant, I checked all the fluids and everything first. Ooh, that's got a lot of vacuum. I don't know if that's normal. I don't remember seeing that much vacuum on the crankcase on these. See if you can hear it. Hear that? I need to check out the PCV system possibly. He said he had the motor put in a couple years ago. Well, let me look around. I'm not exactly sure where the PCV is on this. It's been a long time since I worked on one of these. Okay, we got our report here. Instrument cluster, battery low, ignition key circuit error, battery voltage low, restraint system. Everything else is good, so there's no codes in this thing. Seems to run pretty good. I just wanted to keep that for my records. Pulled that out. It's a little oily in there, and it's pretty caked up inside here. I really can't see anything. It just, you know, can blow through at both ends. I'm using these instead of these because these pins are kind of opened up. I got my multimeter here. Put them together, maybe get a beep there. All right, go in here, go in there, it's open, and I should have, I got to check the spec again, but it's either 5 or 10, but it's 5, let's just say it's 5 to 35 ohms, and I have an open circuit here. I want to check, make sure I have voltage. Go into the plug here. Key on, engine off. I should have voltage on this here. I don't think this is controlled by the PCM, like pulsed or nothing. I'm not exactly sure. But okay, so I got power there. So that circuit is good. Alright, well this is what I got right now. This is 2.8. Now I'm not exactly sure. I think this is just a breather heater. You can hear a little bit of whistling. I don't know if that's the alternator or what, but some of the service information is showing that this is the inlet tube for the PCV, which would be this. And it's also showing that now you can see the number has dropped, inches of mercury there. It's sunny, it's hard for me to see. But if I put my finger over it, it goes into error. It goes too high. Too much crankcase vacuum. Put that on. You got 2.6. According to what I found on the Googles so far, it should be 8 at the dipstick and 6 in each valve cover. I'm not exactly sure because this thing doesn't go up that high. It doesn't, just says inches of vacuum, so I don't know what unit they're using. Because inches of water, I'm way high. It goes up an hour. So I'm not exactly sure what units they're using. Through the power of YouTube, I did find a video confirming that this is the PCV valve. It's built into the valve cover. So this valve cover is unfortunately going to have to get replaced pending my findings on how much vacuum is supposed to be on here. That just seems excessive to me. Runs normal. It only smokes when you first start it up, and he said sometimes at stoplights, but I only got that little bit of smoke when I first started it. And the only thing that I can think of is the PCV, because it does seem like it's excessive when I take that off. It, you know, sucks pretty hard. And this is a PCV heater, I guess it is, or the PCV tube heater. That is definitely bad. That is open circuit, so that is definitely bad, but that's not the problem. That's just a heater, and pretty sure it's supposed to be flow through constantly. There's no other way for me to test that. I just need to confirm the specifications. Says 8 inches of vacuum on the dipstick tube, but yeah, I don't know what's 8 inches. 8 inches of what? Water, or 8 inches of mercury? If I go off of mercury, this thing is running at, what was it, just about 3 inches of mercury. But if I go off of inches of water, this is running at about 40. Which is right, I don't know. So I need to find that out before I can make a final call on it. But I believe the PCV system is an issue. This motor supposedly was rebuilt not too long ago because of cam phaser issues. The only other thing I could suspect would be the valve seals. It runs okay, just that vacuum is kind of excessive. For now, that's what I'm calling the PCV breather, PCV tube heater, and a PCV, which is a valve cover. Everything I find seems to point towards the amount of vacuum that I see in here as being normal. But the one thing I want to check is I want to make sure, because it does seem excessive to me, but I want to make sure that there's no restrictions in the fresh air side. This is the fresh air side, and that's the PCV side. Now the thing is, I still think the PCV is an issue, because that's not too bad. Because if there's baffling in there and it's like filled up with oil, that would explain a little bit of the smoke. The only other thing would be valve seals, and that's really all I got. This thing runs okay. I want to check, see if there's any restrictions in there. I don't think so. I took this out, there's no restrictions in it, and there's no restriction in this. It's upside down. Doesn't matter. But come in here. Where's it? Alright, and you can see it's not restricted. And now I'm inside. There is actually the port from the inside here. If this were any other engine, I would pull a spark plug out and maybe put my camera down there, but I am really hesitant about doing that. If you know, you know. This engine is notorious for breaking plugs. I'm not exactly sure if I want to do that. Part of me wants to, but another part of me is just screaming, no, bad idea. I'm gonna hate myself either way. Yeah, I'm gonna pull one spark plug, but what I want to do is start it up and get that another view of that smoke. That might just be condensation. Oh boy, I hope I don't regret this. What the hell size is that? Okay, well, I'm gonna take this one out then. So that one is already a problem. Put this back on. That one's almost gone too. I hope I don't regret this. Oh, yeah, I regret it. Well, hopefully this can go back together. It just popped off of the thing there. That's all. Looks doesn't look too bad. Playing with fire. I can't tell if this is the updated spark plug or not. This does not feel like the right size. Okay, so it is the updated. I believe it's 14. Okay. Whew. Okay. So it's got the updated plug size in it. Man, these plugs. These are scary plugs, man. Let's get some white ashy on there like it's been burning oil. Not exactly sure how I can check the gap on this. I don't have a it's got Motorcraft Platinums. I don't have a tool to fit in there. I just have like the round keychain thing, and then a whatever that other one is. Looks like a straight bar. There's the valve. I'm a little too close. It's all caked up there. Switch back to the other camera. Let's see what the piston looks like. If I can get this in here without getting it all nasty again. Probably not. Did I just hit it? I did. I gotta go in. Come on. Try not to touch nothing. Okay. Alright, there's the piston. Now this is, I believe, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's number 5. Switch the camera. You see the valves again. It's burning a little oil and a little caked up on there, but I really don't think there's an issue here. I think it's... I wonder if I could bump this over. Get that valve. I'm gonna get that valve up. Well, the piston's up. Okay. Well, piston's all there. This must be compression. Or is it? It's hard to get. Alright. So, not quite yet. Just wish these had like a 360-degree swivel on these things. That'd be pretty cool. I think it's open there a little bit. It's hard to tell. Piston. Looks like a little debris there. I'm gonna blow that off. Pine needle or something. It's kind of blurry, so I'm trying to get it there, but that is the valve. It's open. You see how it's like white? So this is burning some oil. Trying to get a good... This is like impossible. I'm trying to film through a camera lens, and move a camera around on a camera lens on another screen. You see it's a little caked up there. You probably can't see nothing with that glare. Yeah, it's burning a little oil, but it doesn't look like the rings because the piston looks okay. I think I gotta blow that out of there. It's like pine needles or something. But the piston looks okay. Here's the back side of the valve right there. That's a good shot of the back side of the valve. Oh, there you go. That's good. It looks dry, but it's white. Like it's been burning oil. That's pretty cool. I was able to get that. Yeah. Alright, this is the exhaust valve though. Try to get the intake open. Oh yeah, here's the shot. That's the exhaust right there. It does look wet on the backside. I'm sorry, the intake, not the exhaust. So I'm gonna say this needs valve seals. Guides. I don't know if it needs guides or not, but yeah. All right. Valve seals. Runs okay. I think you should just let it go. This the valve cover could be contributing a little bit, but I don't think paying $400 or $500 is going to fix this problem. Supposedly this engine was rebuilt not too long ago. I don't really know what that means. Rebuilt could mean they just did the chains. I know they did the chains on it and the phasers because there was a phaser came apart or something, or it was making noise or something, he said. So I don't know if it was truly rebuilt. This thing doesn't look very new. There's really no way for me to tell that. There's no way for me to tell when something was rebuilt by looking inside it like this. Yeah, that's going to be my call. Will the valve covers help? Probably. If there's oil in the baffles, if there's oil in the baffle and it's getting sucked through, yeah, it'll smoke a little bit. But that right there is likely, you know, it could be from the PCV as well, you know. If it's pulling enough, it's going to pull through there. There's really no way for me to check any further than this. I can't get inside there. The only other way would be to take the intake manifold off and try to look at the top of the valve stem, see if I can see anything leaking. Really can't tell that much. Well, as long as it drives okay, I think it's all right. He's got bigger problems. He's got to get that frame fixed. But I'm done with this one. I just wanted to come and, you know, just make sure there was no restrictions in the PCV and take another. I wanted to take the plugs out yesterday, but with the history of these engines, I was very scared. I lucked out. I'm only taking the one out and putting this back in, and that's going to be it for this one.